Hey guys, so this isn't the first time I've thought of this particular subject, but it's the first time I really decided to look into it to see if there might be something there. And I gotta tell you, boy, was I surprised at what I found. It surprised even me when I expected to find the kind of thing that I was looking at just now, but I'll just jump right into it. I think that whatever is running Elon Musk's Twitter account is not him. And what it probably is, in my opinion, is some sort of advanced AI chatbot that can monitor every single conversation and respond in areas that would benefit and move the Musk brand or the Twitter or the X app brand into a more powerful position or a more influential position. And it's basically far more than any single person would be able to do on their own. And it is possible that it could just be a team of people who are tweeting as Elon Musk, but because the guy is so into AI and because we know that these AIs are able to do what they can do now, and what we've seen just from with the Chat GPT and the capability this thing has, that whatever they show us is the absolute most basic, dumbed down, retarded version of whatever product it is, and they've actually had the technology that is far, far, far more advanced for decades now, and they've been using it, they've been applying it. So whatever we're seeing, in my opinion, obviously we know that much of the internet and definitely much of Twitter, you're actually interacting with bots. The whole thing is a dead internet. And most of the conversations you're having with people on Twitter are not with actual human beings. But that means even the higher level blue checks and journalists and maybe possibly even some of the Hollywood people that you're interacting with are not actually themselves. But I definitely think Elon Musk, in his case, I think it's an AI chatbot, and I think that it's listening to everything that goes on Twitter, and it's responding wherever it feels that it can get whatever its goals are accomplished. Okay, and that's why Elon has been responding to so many people that probably people that you know personally, or at least people who are in your sphere of influence whom you follow, right? It's pretty amazing, right, when Elon Musk puts an exclamation point on somebody you're following or actually types out a sentence or something, right? But okay, I'm just going to show you guys what I found. So here's his page. You go to his Twitter, and here's the really interesting thing. Like the tweets are what people usually look at, but you can do this for yourself. You go to the replies, and the replies are going to show you all of the... I think it shows you his tweets as well, but it shows you all the people who he replied to, obviously, right? So you're going to see, and this is what I want you to pay attention to, you're going to see how much this guy allegedly is on the computer when he has all of these other companies that he's supposed to be running, in addition to being the CEO of Twitter itself, being the owner of Twitter itself, right? And, okay, I'll just start taking you through, right? So this is his pinned tweet, so we're going to ignore this one. We're going to start right here. And today is where I am. It's May 14th, and we're just going to go with the 22 hours because this is how long ago this was tweeted. And here's his... So the tweet was 22 hours old from Disclose TV, and then his reply is at the 11 hour. These are the ones I want you to look at right now, is when he's replying to these things. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through this, and you can see how much he's doing this. Here's tweet number one, or reply number one. We're not going to read all of them. I'm just going to kind of take you through and show you. Here's another one. You can see it's 11 hours as well. Here's another one. This is one of his actual tweets in response to somebody else, 11 hours. There's another one. He's looking at AI and he's retweeting that. He's looking at an AI image because he's the AI guy. Here's another one. It's an AI generated image and he's replying, 11 hours. Incredible outfit. Keep in mind, these are only the ones he's replying to. So if he was a real person, he would actually be scrolling through things that he didn't reply to and was looking at, right? So these are only the ones that he decided that he's going to take the time to make a response with. Oh, let me go back up and count so we can keep track of where we're at. So this was 1, 2. If I get it a little bit wrong, it's not a big deal. 3, you'll see what I mean because there's so many. 4, 5. Here's 5. We're still on 11 hours. We haven't even moved 1 hour yet. He's already got 5 responses. Here's 6, 11 hours, responding to a picture of himself and his freak mom. 7, 11 hours. 8, 11 hours. 9, responding to right-wing account. COVID cult culture, even though this is the guy who pushed the vaccine. So, like, I mean, he's just always playing whichever side he wants to hear him at the time, right? Like, oh, if he wants the COVID people to hear him, then he's pushing the vaccine, and but he's skeptical, but that vaccine's safe. But then later he's saying, oh yeah, they're cultists, blah blah blah. And it's like, just, he doesn't actually have any morality. He's just playing whichever side he thinks is going to bring an advantage to him. Now I forgot what number this was. Damn it. Sorry. I'll do this one more time and I'll make sure I keep it in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was that 10 or 9, 10? Oh, Elon Musk is Batman. Still 11 hours. 11 hours. 12, 11 hours. See what I mean? 13, another big right-wing account. 13 hours. 14, tech entrepreneur thing. 15, some little tanka or haiku he wrote. 16, responding to Matt Wallace, libs of TikTok. Isn't he based? 17, 13 hours. 18, 13 hours. 19, 13 hours. 20, he's like got time to respond to videos of a dog wearing a wig with a fire emoji. Like, really? What did I say, 19? 20, right-wing account. 21, angelic. Wonder what he means by that. 22, come on. 23, Dogi. 24, he's retweeting. No, he's tweeting this one. Oh, yeah, it's anti-TikTok because he's going to replace TikTok or something. 21, I may have gotten the numbers wrong. Sorry, I'm not going to go back to the top again. 22, 23, big right-wing account again. You see where I'm going with this? 24, 25. This is all within this same time period. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It's still. Oh, did we finally get there? May 13th. 31. I think before I counted, I may have got the number wrong, but it was like 34 posts within a 24-hour period, and then we finally get at least 30, right? And we finally get to the next day, and you just keep going, and this dude is still just replying to everyone. Constant. Look yourself. Just go to Elon Musk's Twitter, and then hit the reply part. This is some Turning Point person, I think, or I don't know who this is. It says Babylon Bee. So, oh, look, he's replying to her. I mean, dude, I'm sorry. He's responding to Zero Hedge. There's a greater than 50% chance AI wipes out all of humanity by 2050. So you're saying there's a chance? Oh, I'm so based. I'm like such a funny guy. I have all this time to spend all of my time on Twitter responding to tech and right-wing accounts so that I can make myself seem like this really cool guy who is going to be the free speech savior of humanity and who's, in my opinion, positioning himself, and by himself I mean whatever this AI chatbot is that's running this account, in order to introduce this Twitter X app, this everything app that's going to be the American or the English-speaking, initially, answer to China's WeChat app. China's WeChat app is an app that has all of your banking, all of your social credit, all of your personal information, your health information, just everything about you, completely non-anonymous, all in one app, and it acts as a like a thought police app, basically, so that you are not able to live without this thing. You're not able to make transactions without it. You're not able to use social services, medical services, anything that typical people who live in a big city who want access to lots of different types of services and locations. It basically makes it so where you need to be connected to all these locations through this app. And what that also means is that you can be locked out of all these locations if you happen to do a wrong thing and the thing shuts you out, like Facebook shuts you out, right? Or whatever social media apps shut you out, because it's also a social media app. It's also a messaging app. And I'm sure they're working on technology so that they can get it more and more connected to where you're eventually going to be connected through everything: your house, your apartment, your car, your bank, everything, right? Your job. And it will be listening to whatever you do. Anyway, like, so that's like the point of this guy. That's his role. And whether or not Elon Musk is a real person, whether or not he's aware of what his role is, that's his role, because that's the society we're moving into. And I would even argue that that's the reason why the whole sea operation thing was done in the first place, starting in 2020, was because they wanted to introduce this new digital society where everything is connected and you become you're basically the antenna, right? You're basically the little 5G tower. And I think that's what we're moving toward. And you will be part of the hive mind. And if you act outside of the parameters of what's allowed by that hive mind, then you're going to be corrected in one way or the other. And so that's what these apps are about. And because it's so important, I don't think that they're going to have a regular human just coming in roughshod and saying things, especially when they're just going through all these random tweets and just spending their entire day. Because I want you to look at something else too. Like, here's this guy's job listings, right? Just get a look at this. He's the founder, CEO, and chief engineer of SpaceX. Okay, so he has and I get it, right? You don't need to tell me that space is fake or all these space agencies are fake. I know. What I'm saying is, he's allegedly the rival of NASA. Okay, he built a space company that's the rival of NASA, and he's currently doing that. Okay, he's also the CEO and product architect of Tesla, which is like this major, massive electric car company, which is a meme car. He's also the owner and I guess current, or not to be much longer, CEO of Twitter, because they're replacing him with that terrible Yakarino woman, which is a completely different video, but whatever. And then also president of the Musk Foundation, which I looked that up, and that's like, what is that? That's like vacuum trains or something, Hyperloop. I don't know if he's like currently, I think he just stepped down from this one, but anyway, it's like one more thing, right? That he's doing, that he's also this major shareholder, or he has all this influence in. And then founder of the Boring Company. I think he still has power in this company, which is a tunneling company that make flamethrowers and stuff. And then X Corp obviously is going to be what this everything app is about, which is supposed to replace WeChat, which is going to be basically like the what was that movie? I forgot the movie's name. The Tom Cruise movie where they do the pre-crime stuff. I can't believe I forgot the name. I'll remember it after I shut this stupid video down. But anyway, it's Minority Report, like where they have the computer and the AI society set up so well that they know what people are going to do before they do it, and they actually arrest people before they ever even commit a crime. Like, you thought crime was bad. No, this will be before you even commit a crime. I mean, that's the society that they want, these people. And also, don't forget Neuralink, OpenAI. I mean, this guy founded PayPal, allegedly. I don't personally think that he actually did any of this stuff. I think he's just an actor. And I think that the guy, I don't know, he comes from a weird elite occult family with some very serious ties to some dark stuff, and some very, I think there's some sort of bloodline family. I'm not even sure if they're actually human, but this dude is not like just some guy who came up, pulled himself up by his bootstraps in South Africa and started like 16 different massive companies. And then he's going to take all day on Twitter and he's going to he's gonna take all day on Twitter and he's gonna respond to this. Like, this is what the dude is doing. Like, really? Like, point of view, you are the owner of 10 massive mega corporations, including a space agency, and like, this is what you're spending your day doing. You're putting fire emojis under this Shiba dogs with wigs. Like, it's so stupid. So yeah, I mean, I think that the guy is not real. I don't think that he's a real entity. I think that, I mean, there is a real guy named Elon Musk. Like, you could meet him and shake his hand and stuff. But like, this guy that you see on Twitter, that you're talking with a bot. You're talking with a language learning module, and it is learning about you, and it is manipulating you. And if you are getting excited because he's responding to your favorite right-wing person, like, you need to understand, like, that's not a human. And just like you're not talking with humans when you get into these inflammatory arguments on Twitter with these people who seem like they don't have, and not that these people don't exist, there are people like that do exist, but they're created, these these NPCs that you deal with, the ones that are meat space type humans that you deal with on the internet, are created first by consensus by these chatbots, because it is a perceived consensus that, like, people all get on and, oh, I think trans kids are good, and I think that kids should take hormones and they should have bottom surgery and top surgery by the time that they're 12 years old before they hit puberty. Like, and then the NPCs will read that and go, oh, lots of people think that. I also think that. Like, that's how, sadly, the vast majority of humanity reaches its opinions. And you can see how, what a horrible weapon what a dangerous weapon that is, because you can see the changes that we've seen wrought in society just over the last 5 years with this whole, this transgender thing. I don't know what I can say. I'm going to try and put this on YouTube. If they give me a strike on YouTube, I don't care anymore. I just put all my stuff on Telegram. But anyway, this whole idea of, the rainbow thing and the trans thing, like, it didn't exist, 5 years ago? None of this stuff, trans kids, 5 years ago? Was any of this stuff even talked about? And this was created using these sorts of consensus bots. And these, I mean, it's not only that, but it wouldn't have been possible, I think, without a bunch of people, or people who look like people, who sounded like people, all over the internet talking about things that you don't meet in real life. And then it looks like there's a whole bunch of people that agree with a certain thing. And most people, they're just not capable of forming or holding or reaching their own opinions. They aren't. And they will literally take whatever opinion is closest to them, and they feel that the majority of people hold. And the more and more that people are on the internet in this digital world, the more that those opinions are going to be able to be shaped by whatever the perceived consensus is, the manufactured consent, to quote a horrible person, Noam Chomsky. But that is what they were doing, right? Like, that is a truth drop meme, manufactured consent. That is what the media was doing. He was right about that, right? Like, God, his books are so dense and horrible. I tried reading his books in college, and then I just realized, like, it's this massive word salad. But that idea is accurate about manufactured consent. So look at that. Oh, he's writing poetry too. Remember how ChatGPT writes poems, right? You think he wrote that? Poetry with quill, written on rose with my blood. And it's like, really? This guy has time to write poems, like, when he's not busy being the owner of Twitter and the owner of SpaceX and the owner of Boring Company and where am I? Oh, here. And the owner of Musk Foundation and the owner of X Corp and Neuralink and OpenAI and on and on. Tesla, like, seriously? But you got time to be just sitting there writing little silly poems. Come on, guy. This dude's an AI. All right, you guys take care. Hail Christ.